Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Carr. Buying time to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Cooks, 48 yards. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2. End zone.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Good line, bro.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, Elliott once more. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott, 57 yards. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the kick is no good. How about that? He misses on the extra point, and the score holds at 8-6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Into the red zone, it's Carr. A check down here for Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Browns add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead moves to 15-6. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. second down and back to Tomlinson. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 40-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, Tomlinson, space to run past the 20, and down to the 16-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The give is to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll run with Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Browns defense stands tall. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Junior Seau, the Hall of Famer, there on the tackle. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Ronan. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. First down and much more for Henry. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
Now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now Rodgers. Steps away to his left. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Again to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On play action, Rodgers. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. The Hall of Famer Jack Youngblood there on the stop.
2nd down and back to Tomlinson.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns 31. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Tomlinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now left side on the swing pass. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there. Run the